0 0.1. Imagine an achievement that only 0.1% of the community has completed. That's the percentage of players in Hell Let Loose who have completed these near impossible achievements. While searching for anything related to these achievements, unfortunately I came across a thread that does not give me confidence at all. After reading these threads and responses, I also happened to notice one other thing. This was posted nearly 3 years ago. Considering the game came out in 2019, seeing the achievements only reach 0.1% did not give me a lot of hope. But Albert Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. But sometimes a bit of insanity is exactly what's needed to achieve the impossible. So to everyone watching, wish me luck on this journey, and while you're at it, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Realizing how tricky the achievements are going to be, I had to pick which class would help me out the most. The two that caught my attention were the medic and squad leader roles. The medic's second loadout, which you can obtain at level 3, carries 4 smokes. Now let me tell you, the more smoke you have, the better your chances are of moving up without being seen. I use them quite a lot to get out of situations that could kill me or even ruin my surprise attack. On the other hand, the squad leader loadout only has 2 smokes but also has an outpost placement and, best of all, binoculars. Using binos allowed me to fully push up to positions and even behind enemy lines without notice. Depending on the map, I alternated between both roles. For example, on Morden or Purple Heart Lane, there are a lot of bushes to hide in, so using 4 smokes would help me much more than the other class. But maps with buildings and not a lot of cover would benefit the squad leader role because the binos and the outpost placement. Anyway, enough of that. My first attempt at beating these achievements went as well as you would expect. After countless deaths, I realized what the main problems were. I lacked patience and often had the urge to just run up to someone and stab them instead of waiting for others or even letting enemies leave so I could move up to a better position. The lack of patience really made me rage quit a lot of times, and I nearly decided to give up on this challenge. But I wanted to be part of that 0.1% because then I can brag about it on Reddit. Considering I needed 10 kills without dying, I knew I had to change my mindset and really pick my timing and targets carefully. Following the strategy I created, I stuck to the outskirts of the map, usually crouching or crawling at times. The outskirts provided natural cover, so of course I'd stick to those areas. I avoided main roads and high traffic areas, which are usually hot zones for snipers and enemy squads. By sticking to the edge of the map, I was less likely to encounter enemies and more likely to spot them first. I also paid close attention to the sounds around me. In Hell Let Loose, audio cues are crucial. You can hear crawling, crouching, footsteps, distant gunfire. Anything you do, the enemy will hear. It is not forgiving at all. By staying still after moving up a bit, I could pay attention to sounds and react accordingly, either by avoiding the area or sitting up in a bush to ambush someone.
One eternity later.
Hey, sorry for the interruption, but I've spent 2 weeks on these achievements and the highest kill count I could even manage was 6, and even then it was exhausting. Running constantly and avoiding enemies was too much for me, and looking back at the thread that r.michael wrote, I'm starting to believe it's kinda true. Spending hours on this game just to melee has broken my spirit and has completely burned my patience. Now I'm not going to say the achievements are impossible because I did get near 70 kills with the knife, and one of the achievements is to get 100 total, but I will say near impossible if it's by yourself. I highly recommend working with others as scouts or even distractions because solo is definitely tough and I wish I had friends to be targets for me. So there you have it. If you enjoyed watching this and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.